what you need to know about organic pine pollen. Hey, I'm Logan Christopher, and in this video I want to talk about the topic of organic and how that specifically ties into pine pollen, whether it's needed or not. Now, in general, yes, you absolutely want to go organic as much as possible. Doing so, you're going to eliminate or at least drastically cut back on herbicides, pesticides, insecticides, fungicides, larvicides, all sorts of different poisons that are put on chemicals in order to control these other things. Now, these chemicals don't just affect those other things, they affect human biology as well. Many of these chemicals are endocrine disrupting chemicals, throwing your hormone system off. They're having all sorts of effects on your metabolism. So as much as possible, if you want to be healthy, you do want to go organic to reduce this toxic load and burden. However, when it comes to herbs, there are some special cases where that may not be the case. For pine pollen, all of it is wild harvested. What that means is it is collected in the wild. There are no pine tree farms, except maybe possibly some species used in some Christmas tree farms. But no one is monocropping pine in order to harvest its pollen or spraying anything on these. It's out there in the wild, in the forest, where the pine pollen is collected. So all pine pollen is wild harvested, and if it's coming from the wild, in a sense it is beyond organic. The sad truth is that many organic things are not as good as you may think there are. There are sort of organic pesticides and other toxic things that may be used. In many cases, it's not bad. It is reducing the load, but it kind of depends on if you're going that like big Safeway or Costco commercial type thing versus your farmer's market where you can talk to them and actually understand they're not using that kind of stuff. So in many cases, wild harvested, where it's out there in the wild just growing naturally, where there is no toxins besides just the stuff that's floating through the air, which unfortunately is the case, then this is going to, in many cases, be even more ideal. Typically, if I'm looking at herbs, if there is a wildcrafted versus an organic, I'm going to go with the wildcrafted. But with pine pollen, all of it is wildcrafted. There are a couple companies out there that are organic certified. Now, the certification, this is a pain in the butt, and it is costly to do so. So we at Lost Empire Herbs have not done this yet. But what we do is third-party independent lab testing. So our pine pollen, this is looked at for, does it have any pesticides on it, just residue that may get from the environment. It goes through a GMO screening to show that it is free of that. And this is the case with our pine pollen tincture as well. So I wanted to do this video just to address the concerns that, oh, I should really be looking for organic pine pollen. It really isn't the case, because by being wildcrafted, it is in essence beyond organic. So again, we have a whole bunch more information on the website about pine pollen if you're interested in the benefits, what this can do, how it can help with those endocrine disrupting chemicals, kind of balance out the pesticide load you may be getting from elsewhere. Then absolutely go to the website, check out all the information we have there. Of course, we have tons of other videos on pine pollen. If you're watching this on our YouTube page, make sure to click around and find some of those as well.